Activity 52. So we're doing something a little different here. So this is a competitive market at Siwash University, whatever that is. Sounds like a safety school. I bet their football team is trash. Anyway, so graduate students, those are people who have graduated from college, but they want to get a master's degree or a PhD or something. They can earn money by working for professors as research assistants or as teaching assistants. And a survey has been taken of all the professors, a survey has been taken of all the students, and what we have here is for the salary, this is the number of people that professors would hire, and this is the number of students who would show up to be hired. So I think it should look familiar. This is the demand curve, this is the supply curve, and the same thing over here for TAs. This is the demand. This is the supply, and all you got to do on this one is get our demand and supply here. So this is, they do the demand for you for the RAs. So looking at this, for $500, nobody is paying $500. The professors have all agreed, nobody's getting 500 bucks. At $450, we'll hire 10 RAs, research assistants. At 400, we'll hire, this is where the numbers are coming from. At 400, we'll hire 20. So 400, we'll hire 20. At 350, we'll hire 30. So 350, 30. Okay, so we have just a demand curve. So this is the professor's demand for student work, for research assistants. So let's fill in the blank here. So we have the supply of students. So if the supply is, if they're paying $500, 60 students are going to show up and want to apply for that job. The problem is nobody's going to hire them. At 450, let me use a different color here. At 450, we're going to have 50 students show up. At 400, we're going to have 40 students show up. At 350, we're going to have 30 students show up for job applications. And hey, it looks like it intersects right there. 300 gets us 20. 250, we're going to have 10. So if the price is that low, there's only 10 students. So we can tell something from this already in our nice Christmassy colors is ... The going rate for research assistants is going to be $350, and 30 students are going to get hired. All right. So let's go to TAs. We've got the same numbers here. So we've got a supply curve already set up. So at $250, no students are going to show up for $250. That job is just too hard, not worth it. $300, they'll have 10 students show up to work or want jobs. At 350, 20 students. At 400, 30 students. At 450, we're going to have 40 students show up. And if the price is all the way at $500, we're going to have 50 students want to work. Okay, so that's our, I didn't label it over here, but this is our supply curve on this side. So this is our supply curve. It says so already. All right, so let's figure out the demand from the professors. Let's pick a different color. I'll be festive Christmassy again. So at $500, that's pretty steep. There's 10 professors out there that'll hire a TA for $500, but that's it. For $450, there's 20 professors or 20 students will get hired. At $400, 30 students, so 430. That's looking like it. At 350, 40 students will get hired. At 300, 50 students, and at 250, that's a steal. If I can pay $250 for a TA, there are 60 professors that will sign up to do that. But here's our demand curve. X marks the spot right here. So the going rate for a teaching assistant is $400, and 30 students will get hired. All right, so we got that. We're looking good. So let's see the questions we've got here. So equilibrium wages, we can see it right here. So equilibrium wage for RAs, research assistants, is $350. Equilibrium wage for TAs right here is $400. At these wages, how many students will be hired? So we're going to hire, it looks like 30 in both cases. And again, just a coincidence. Doesn't mean anything. All right, so now we're talking about the demand for labor and the supply of labor, and something that can happen sometimes is workers can get together and go, you know what? The TAs are making $400 a month. We research assistants slaving away in the laboratories, taking care of monkeys or mice or looking through microscopes or whatever it is that research assistants do. We're only getting paid $350. We would like a raise. So the idea is, let's demand a raise of $400 to up to $400. And this is going to do a couple of things. Thing one is the demand for TAs at $400 is only 20. So there's only 20 professors out there that are going to want to hire a TA, and more people are going to show up to work at these pretty sweet, cushy RA jobs. So how many RAs would be employed? So if nothing happens to the demand curve here, we're going to hire 20. We're going to hire 20 RAs. Okay, because at $400, there's not as many people that want to hire RAs. So if we raise the price, this is that kind of that minimum wage thing. If we raise everybody's wages, people are going to get let go. So, and that also means 10 TAs that used to have a job are now unemployed, and they're going to come over here and move this curve. So there's now more people in this market. So that supply curve is going to shift to the right as more people are there, which actually I think is on the second page here. Here we go. If these unemployed RAs start looking for work as TAs, there'd be an excess supply. So you've got too many TAs in the market, and then the that's going to make, and you can see it right here, the wage. So let's just make a new supply curve over here because more TAs showed up, and that is going to lower your wage. Okay, you're going to have this wage go down. So wage will fall. In the TA market, this is going to move the supply curve, and we're going to shift the supply curve, not move along it. And then when it comes to the demand, that just means professors will have the option to, we're going to move along the demand curve. So the professors they're just reacting to a change in the situation. So anyway, that's that. Go be a TA or an RA. They're not bad jobs.